This video is sponsored by Dashlane. The iPhone 11 Pro is the best iPhone Apple has ever made. And I mean that. Within the last few years, we've been getting small features that were cool, but didn't really change the way we use the phone. This is the iPhone 11 Pro, and this is the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and this is my review. So the first question that comes to mind is the iPhone Pro? Is it a Pro device? And the answer to that is no. The iPhone Pro is not a Pro device. If Apple would have made the iPhone Pro, the iPhone Pro would have had a ProMotion 120Hz refresh rate, a smaller notch, reverse wireless charging, USB-C, maybe Apple Pencil support, and in-display Touch ID. That would have been an iPhone Pro. In this case, I just feel like the potential that Apple had with this naming of the iPhone Pro was so big, and they totally missed the opportunity. But that doesn't mean that the iPhone 11 Pro is not a good phone, because this phone is the best iPhone that Apple has ever made. Well, Nikki, of course it's the best iPhone. No, I mean that. The features that this iPhone Pro, 11 Pro has are just phenomenal. By far, my favorite new feature on this 11 Pro is definitely the battery. Before, if you wanted a good battery, you had to get the big phone. And I hate big phones. They're good, they're better usually, and they have a bigger screen, so they are technically better, but I'm just a person that just likes small phones better because they're just more comfortable to type on, and they're just more comfortable. What do I mean by a big battery? Well, the battery on the iPhone 11 Pro is just phenomenal. It's the best battery I've ever tried on a smartphone, on a small phone. It's incredible. It lasts you through the whole day without a problem. With really heavy usage, I haven't been able to run out of battery. And that's insane. It can probably last you even 2 days if you have like a normal usage, but with heavy usage, it can last you through the whole day without a problem. And when I say without a problem, is without a problem. I mean, probably if you're literally all day with your phone, you can probably run out of battery, but I literally got 7 full hours, 8 hours yesterday, and it didn't run out. So with the iPhone 11 Pro, you get 4 more hours than the iPhone XS, and with the 11 Pro Max, you get 5 more hours than the iPhone XS Max. It's got a beautiful, stunning, frosted glass back. It is definitely slippier than the iPhone XS, but it's definitely not slippy. Apple also says that it has the toughest glass on a smartphone, which I can actually prove that to you. Go watch Everything Apple Pro's drop test video, and get ready to be amazed. That thing does not break. I mean, it breaks at the end because he literally dropped it like crazy at the end, but it did not want to break. The phones have also gotten a little bit thicker. That's because of the battery. And the weight of the iPhone 11 Pro is good. It feels good. It's not like too heavy. This one is too heavy. I don't like big phones, and I like them even less now because the iPhone 11 Pro Max is really heavy. Like, I'm not a big fan of this phone at all. The battery, sure, it's even better, but it's just a no for me. It's too heavy for me. If you want to try it out, if you're thinking on getting this phone, make sure to go to the Apple Store and make sure you try out the weight. Hopefully Apple with the next generation of iPhone, they'll make it definitely lighter because I don't mind the extra battery and of course a larger phone, but the weight is just insane. I mean, it's just heavy. The camera design / placement doesn't bother me that much. It really did bother me when we saw those renders, those leaks. I thought it was super ugly, but now seeing it in person, it looks so much better in person. Is it the most beautiful thing in the world? I wouldn't say that either. Apple can definitely improve the design of the cameras, but it's not as bad as it seems. Overall, the design with the frosted glass back, it feels good. The phone feels really premium. It's beautiful. And I definitely prefer the design of this guy rather than the XS. The display is also better and brighter, but me personally, I haven't actually really noticed it. Maybe when I go outside and I compare it side by side, I can maybe see the difference, but it's really not that big of a deal. One thing that is a pretty big deal to a lot of you guys is no more 3D touch. The iPhone 11 Pro does not have 3D touch anymore, and it's totally replaced by haptic touch like we had in the iPhone XR last year. Now instead of a force touch you simply have to hold. Will I miss 3D touch? Sure. 3D touch was amazing, but now that it's gone, I miss it, but we'll be fine. I mean, iOS 13 has really adapted haptic touch now, so I think we'll be fine. The 11 Pro also packs an A13 Bionic chip, which makes the phone feel way much faster. Actually, I wouldn't say it's faster, I would say it's more fluid. The whole phone just feels really responsive, Maybe it's iOS 13, maybe it's the A13 Bionic, maybe it's both of them, but the whole phone just feels really responsive, and you'll be able to do, like always, anything you want with this phone, and it's basically impossible for this phone to lag. You can play whatever game you want, you can play whatever movie you want, you will not be able to slow this phone down. Alright, so what you all came here to see, maybe, the cameras. Do you want to talk about it?
No, I hate cameras.
Shut up. Do you want to talk about it? Let's do it. The camera on the iPhone 11 Pro is just ridiculously, unbelievably incredible. I mean, I love the Pixel 3 camera, and I'm really excited to see what Google now does with the Google Pixel 4 to compete with the iPhone 11 Pro, but it's definitely so much better. I mean, just check these out. So we've got a triple camera lens setup, we've got a telephoto lens, a primary wide lens, and an ultra wide lens. So yeah, the ultra wide camera is really fun to use, and you can take shots that you could have previously not been able to take before, which is incredible. One of the things that I love the most about the Pixel 3 is these ultra wide cameras, and especially the ultra wide selfies. And I haven't really heard a lot of people talking about this. Even Apple didn't even barely mention this in the keynote, but we now get ultra wide selfies on the iPhone 11 Pro, which is one thing that I always wanted. One of the reasons that I always used the Pixel as my secondary phone was because of the camera. Those freaking awesome selfies that are just so fun. And you fit everybody in the shot, and it feels like this GoPro-ish fisheye style. I love it. You do lose a bit of camera quality when you're using the ultra wide, and the color just seems to change just a tiny bit. It's nothing noticeable, but it's something that I definitely wanted to share with you guys. And night mode is now available on the iPhone 11 Pro, which is something that I've been waiting for so long to come to an iPhone, and it's finally here, and it works so incredibly well. I just can't believe that I'm just able to take these quality shots from a smartphone that fits in my pocket. I'm just really happy with it. Video continues to be incredible on the iPhone, and yeah, we now get selfies. That's what Apple is calling them. Slow motion selfies, video. You know, selfies are cool, but Dashlane is cooler. Dashlane keeps passwords, personal data, and payment info at your fingertips, so you can stop guessing passwords and wasting your time filling out forms. Dashlane automatically saves and fills all your passwords, personal information, and payment details quickly and accurately. Dashlane's built-in password generator helps me with creating and storing unique and complex passwords all in one click. It works seamlessly on all of my devices, iPhone, iPad, Mac, and even on Android. Dashlane also scans for the web for leaked or stolen personal data and alerts you instantly if your information is found where it doesn't belong, so you can take action fast. If that's not enough, Dashlane offers a built-in VPN, which I use all the time when I'm traveling whenever I'm connecting to new Wi-Fis. Dashlane is helping me and over 1 million other people in 180 countries to manage and secure their digital identities, and has enabled over $17 billion in e-commerce transactions. All of this and more is included when you sign up for a Dashlane premium account, which you can try out for free visiting the link in the video description. And whenever you're feeling awesome to upgrade, use the code Nikias Molina at checkout to save 10% off. So yeah, that is the iPhone 11 Pro. It is not a Pro device, but it's the biggest advancement that Apple has ever made to the iPhone. The battery just blows you away. I mean, I would just get this phone if you want a good battery life on the iPhone. I feel like every phone should have this amount of battery. Battery has always been an issue with smaller phones. You now get this on the small phone and even a bigger battery on a big phone. It's amazing. The cameras are a huge improvement. So do I recommend you to get it from an iPhone XS? Sure. You're not going to notice the craziest improvements apart from the battery and the camera. which is incredible. So do I recommend you to purchase the iPhone 11 Pro? Or should you just buy the iPhone 11? Or should you upgrade from an iPhone XS? Well, that's all up to you. Maybe you want to wait next year for all those Pro features, but all I can say is that this phone is incredible. So yeah, do whatever you want. Buy it, skip it, I don't care. I don't care about your life. Just kidding, guys. I love you guys.